So, sorry about that. So the last stream had to be cut short. Sorry about that. I did notice my voice was a little bit low, so I'm trying to keep it at a stable amount here. So, I know we were working on the rig, so I think I saved it. I'm pretty sure. If not, we're gonna start all over again. And where were we the last? Yes. All right, we saved it. Hopefully that should save the work. So, pretty sure I saved it. Yes. All right. So if we last look at what we were doing, we were looking at the fixing the weight proportions. Sorry if my voice sounds a little far away. I am using my phone as a mic due to my mic is big and bulky, and I really don't have time to set it up. So, there we go. Screw that. And let's get to fixing this. So, we were just going in and subtracting all of the weights I didn't want weighted, because apparently Autorig Pro was weighting a bunch of stuff in the hair, so the hair rigs weren't really doing its job of actually weighting the hair. So, and then we can get to animating this, and I'm gonna get to game dev as soon as we can. I know it's late, so we're doing like a late stream. It's like 1 o'clock, so I can only stream to about 2 or maybe less. So probably till 2 is when I shall be streaming till. I'm just trying to get a basis here. The hair's big thing. I don't know if I'm gonna add dynamic hair, since the dynamic bones is really only bones, not for actual physics. And since it's not really a separate mesh, I can't really actually add cloth or anything like that. So the arm is it? No. Okay. We're so good. So I'm trying to get as much this hair that has been added to the shoulders and all that, and adding it onto the head, so we don't have as much on the hair and the shoulders, so it doesn't bug out whenever we're trying to move the head, and it starts to move the shoulders, starts to move the hair. It just gets all messed up. So this is the thing about automatic riggers, is they can't really tell which part of the mesh is which, because the hair for girls, they have long hair and stuff, so when the hair goes all the way down the back, it thinks the shoulder should take the back part of the hair, and the head should just take the top part of the hair, say like that, and not the front, or just like the back part of the hair. So it's really meant for short hair figures, but I think there's a way to configure it. But for right now, I think we almost got what we need. I just want to make sure. Sorry about the commercials. I want to make sure we don't have anything selected on the hair, and then we're going to parent all the hair back onto the head once we're finished with all the different parts and removing the weight properties of each one. I know it's a little bit confusing on what you're doing, but it's worth it once you get doing it and you actually see the finished product. So making a game is much harder than people think. Oh well, I'll just put a few things together. It's game engines that you can do that, but they're not really it won't come out as good. Not saying that some you can't do that. I'm sure there is, or in the future there will be game engines that don't need any code or setting up, get everything in the engine. But as of right now, there will always be any engine, like GameCube on Steam, or whatever, Game Copper Cube, or whatever it's called. That one is mostly all in the engine, but it's paid for. So really, for a free solution, Unity would be your best choice. Core right now, I'm having trouble with UI and crashing and all that, so I wouldn't suggest Core as it is now. unless you got good computer and you're not gonna worry about streaming. Because I notice whenever I stream, it seems to start lagging out. So you might as well record that if you can do that. But I mean, other people have different problems, and it might work better for you on your computer. As for mine, it's not really running that well. Neither is the UI, and it keeps crashing every single time. So until that gets an update, we are just going to use Unity. I'm sure one day I will make a game 4-core. Excuse me, as of right now, we are just working with Unity is what I'm used to, what I have all the plugins and all my assets for. So, and I just prefer Unity. That way I can use Blender, I don't use anything else. I can import Blender models, and with all the assets, I just prefer Unity better. It has so many good plugins for VR and Blender, some cool stuff. Maya, it's just my go-to one. For getting 2D games, if you like RPGs, like the old-fashioned RPGs. There is one that you suggest is RPG Maker. On Steam sale, you can get the 4 sets of all of them with all the assets and stuff. Like I think it's like $20. You get all of the RPG makers on Steam. So that's a good one for 2D if you don't really want to do a lot of coding. I think it does have some coding involved you can do. I'm not quite sure. So, as of right now, I am pretty much just using Unity. See this. Yeah, this has hair too, so it's not one we were just doing, was it? No, that's a different one. Right? Pretty sure we're doing that side. So now on to the other side. Let's try. So if I go back to show here. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it is saving, so that's good. Let's subtract this side now, so brush, subtract, and let's grab the radius up. And then you also have to select it to actually be able to edit it. So I plan to make like a Blender tips and stuff one day, but as of right now, I'm pretty much an amateur at Blender. I just know the basics. As you can see at the beginning of this, I didn't really have knowledge. I do have knowledge of weight paint. I've never actually done it. I just know the basics from all the courses I've watched. I actually do have courses on Blender that I've taken, and I've actually tried some of it. I just never did weight painting. I have watched through multiple different courses I have bought for weight painting. I just never actually did it. So I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping my method of doing this actually works, and I'm actually not doing what they did in there because they didn't really actually have to do this because they actually did it themselves, which is what I've originally done, which is how I found out I totally suck at rigging. But they actually, rigged the character themselves, like a rigging. I've had a rigging course plus animation course. It was in the old version of Blender. That was back in the day, before they had Blender 2.0 out, or when they just get that in 2.0 was actually in beta or whatever it's called, before it was actually available as like a fully featured one. Now we're on 3.0, which is what I'm using here, which is actually very, I feel old now using Blender 2.0 in cycles, spending 14 hours rendering a single 5-second animation. Now when I'm rendering full minute animations in 20 minutes or less, depending on how much is in, I think I can do a 5-minute animation in 20 minutes, with a 20-minute when the one I did on TikTok, 20 minutes that in I think 30 minutes I can render that or less, which is outstanding using PNGs. Video, I don't know if video takes longer. I'm pretty sure it does. I haven't done a video in a while. Actually, yeah, it does take a little longer, not too much longer. So I did use FFmpeg and did it as a QuickTime export, so that's actually very helpful since I do pretty much all the editing on my phone, which actually would be extra helpful. So I'm actually gonna look for an editor on this stream so you guys can join me. All the previous editors don't really use. I have to find an editor I like. I haven't really found any I like that I just want to learn that are free. I used to have After Effects and Premiere, which is what I've been using. I recently had to, stop that due to me not making enough content, so I couldn't really pay for it. So I ended up pretty much, ditching that, going for free stuff, and a lot of stuff at home. So I had to move, stuff like that. So a lot of stuff going on. So I haven't been able, to afford that. So I ended up pretty much doing that. So. And on top of that, I've just been making this game. I hope one day I can sell it, but for now, I'm just doing it for fun, seeing where it takes me, as my first full-fledged VR game. This is like a test for what I can do in the future, and see if I actually want to do game dev, which I think I do. That and animation I think I want to do game dev on the side, but animation full-time would be a thing I want to do, like for YouTube, anything, small studios. I'm not quite sure what I want to do, but I do want to do animation, 3D animation full-time. I do want to go to college for that. So that is what I want to do full-time. So game dev is like a side thing. I do want to learn game dev though. Self-taught game dev is pretty much what I want to learn. Though maybe one day full-time, I'm not quite sure, but currently I do not have enough knowledge for that. And just animation school is going to be tough enough. Animation school is not as you think it is. For those of you all who don't know, for animation school you don't use like pro rig stuff. You actually have to rig it yourself. And then you gotta animate it one by one. You get all the controls, all the rig, bones, and you gotta have like simulations, all this. And you gotta do projects and create like short films. So it's not as easy. Just doing animation for YouTube takes up a lot, and I mean a lot of time. The one animation thing, I spent an hour on the animation. I spent about 40 minutes re-editing it, and an hour rendering both things 2 times. I had to render it 2 times for each one to get it perfectly with some editing. 20 minutes editing the photo, and I think about 15 minutes uploading it to each and every platform I uploaded it to. And upon that, I think I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out 40 or I think an hour trying to figure out how to rig Renu. I spent a little time trying to get the face rig and some other plugins to work, not mentioning downloading the assets and finding the assets that have the right license for you to use it like that. So it's not as easy as people make it out to be, which is why I give preps to all those animators on YouTube who actually do animating on YouTube full-time. I give preps to you. It's tough work. I'm not quite sure what it fully entails, but I mean, like, I get the gist of it, and it's not easy stuff to do. Not mentioning if you have your own, like, show or series you do. Yeah, nope. It's not as easy. And I know people are like, for Dai Tomachi, how I used Rigger and stuff, and how I said it wasn't updated. He has Gohan, or what's it called? The Gohan Black or Dragon Ball series, whatever he's doing. And that is, we give preps to him for actually even creating a rigger on the side. I mean, like, if you've seen his shows, like, that takes a lot of time to animate. So I give preps to him and his team if he has one. That's pretty hard to do. I hope to have my own series one day, But that is just amazing how like you can, well, have a series. He doesn't have one series; he has multiple. And I see people like I see him like, it's like it's no excuse, but it's not as easy, and especially when a problem comes back in either. I've seen him put off multiple series to a further date, like re-editing the date it was supposed to come out, which is people are like complaining about that. But I mean, like, to actually have a series, and then what if something goes wrong? You lose data, you lose power, you can't animate that day. Even mental health reasons, like can't focus, or you're getting too stressed out, you need to take a day off. Like, it's just a lot of stuff, and like for how he put a few series like for a later date, and I've watched his channel for a while, so he's one of the guys that I admire on YouTube, and he makes some funny content. Some of it is cringeworthy, but it's cringeworthy to the point where it's enjoyable. So, and like it's a lot of work when you have a series and you're working on movies and OVAs, stuff like that, and then something goes wrong, like say you end up having a rig failure or a crash, or even your computer breaks, you have to wait for a new component to come in. It takes a while, and a lot of stuff can go wrong. Editing softwares, money problems can, arise, and you need to figure out a problem, or just animating problems, trying to figure out how to animate, you don't know something, or just if you have like a team and they take a day off, you can't have somebody animate that day, so you're backed up in animation, and you have another series on the way, so it's just a lot of work. So I give props to anyone who does, not just him, but anyone who does like a series, or even animation work series, or like stuff like that. Game dev, just as hard. Game dev, like say you get an error after putting all these, like I've had my thing crash multiple times, even during streams it has crashed. Just launching different softwares, testing it has crashed it, and just testing it, like things don't go right, you have to push back a date. So yeah, it's a lot of things can go wrong while making content and all that stuff. So, and things may come up where you can't either make the game that day, or you have something you have to do that day. It's not just YouTube that is there too, you also have your own life. You gotta take care of yourself, like say sleep, definitely that. It's fine with crunching most of the time, but you still need to sleep, or else your body gives up on you. I definitely know about that. I've done that multiple times doing these animation / series where I did ultimately animate until or there's a problem arising, I'm trying to figure it out until like I completely I have passed out multiple times with the computer on and my mouse in my hand. I've even passed out with the Oculus trying to test Snap. So it's been a lot of stuff, so I hope my voice is loud enough. It should be. But yeah, I think we got the basis of that one covered off. So, and if you just look at this, I've been doing this in the last stream for an hour, just doing the weight painting. And this is just for one single character, not including the animation. Let's see here. I don't think this has any. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the hair too. I mean, like the hair would normally go with the back, but I'm gonna erase it for now. I'm just gonna get rid of it, and I'll figure out where the hair goes. I might add bones for the hair, but I would take a little too much time. I'm gonna get me some game dev done. So let me. I didn't erase the back, did I? No, it's fine. Alright, I think we're good. Let's get the hair and the hair points. I think AutoRig really messed up the weight painting. I mean, didn't mess it up, but this is just how it's programmed. It's because it's programmed for like short hair. I guess is how it's programmed. I don't know how to change it, but like you can't really blame the program. Like, if your back is right there, it just automatically thinks that's part of the back. It's not a separate mesh or anything, so you can't hide it or anything like that. So it's all one single mesh body. I'm using free assets with licenses for free commercial and stuff like that, so might as well, stick with what I got, edit what I got, Alright, that's good. Alright, head, leg, arm. Let's see this one. This doesn't, does have some hair, so this is really doing two, so I gotta go through every single one of these and freaking unedit and subtract all the weight paint and re-add the weight paint to the head model, to the head bone. Vertex point, I should say vertex bone point. Vertex group. Vertex group is what I should say. I'm thinking I'm just gonna watch this tonight, but I'll still stream anyway, so probably only gonna stream till about 2. I'll stream again tomorrow. I really want to get some of this done. I took a little break off making both animations and, should break off animations and break off the game, so I get some rest, do my daily stuff, and deal with other things going on. And so I do have plans. I'm gonna create a Google Docs sometime, and I'm gonna do a stream. Probably only continue this kind of stream, not this one, but the stream I'm going to do if people actually join, because this can't just be me. For the whole point of the stream is to get ideas from people who want to play the game. Is what that stream is going to be. I have somebody to do a stream, only if people actually join. And it's going to be like, you're going to join, and I'm going to take like notes and what people want in the game. And I'm going to see who wants to, be dev testers, see if I can get some people to join the Discord, and, do it there. I was sure like Google form to just get some questions, like if you want to voice act and stuff like that. Since I am doing this for non-profit, for not non-profit, but I'm not getting paid for this, so I do have like a kind of like reward thing for those who do voice act early. They don't really get money or anything. We'll get 2 CD keys or CD keys, I think they're called, or I forget. They're game keys, and they get for 2 platforms. They shall get a dev key to unlock the game for free, and that way they own it afterwards forever, and they don't have to buy it for 2 platforms. It's 2 different platforms. I don't know if I'm gonna make it for other people. You can give one away, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll have to see if I can get it to give away. So like you just immediately, like I can give you the CD key, you can give it to a friend, and the other one could be for you. I'll have to see how that works, but yeah, that's what I have planned for those who play a part in the stuff before you get paid or anything early enough in the development. So that's a way of rewarding people who do help. So I thought that would be like unique way of rewarding people who do actually help. That way, you guys get something out of it. I will hire people eventually, but for right now, I'm not really getting paid, so I can't really, I'm not really making any money off of the game. So I'll see how that goes. TikTok isn't really letting me stream. People are having problems with that, so I ain't gonna be streaming on TikTok. That's where most people are, the fan base around. I've had a few people ask me if they want to voice act, but I'm not quite sure if they actually do want to do it or not, but we shall get to that. But yeah, I am serious about making this game. I do actually want to make it come true. I always want to make a VR game. ever since Sword Art Online. So that's been like a dream of mine to have a VR game, and I thought there's not really an isekai VR game, but if there's not one, why don't I just make one? That'd be a good title for a YouTube video, but you get the point. Like I don't think there even is an isekai. There's like isekai ones, but they're not like, like an actual anime isekai version. Not like version, but there's not like, don't follow a typical isekai story, just like in another world when you start out. So, and it just has like a backstory. It's not really like, it doesn't get the isekai vibes of the anime type thing, so. I thought I'll be the first to make one. I'm pretty sure we've all wanted that isekai anime experience, actually live your favorite animes. Sorry, I'm having indigestion. But yeah, I'm sure we've all wanted that isekai dream to be in an actual isekai, but in VR, like an actual game where it actually follows a typical isekai story. That would actually be really cool. So I haven't actually seen any of the games that actually include something like that. So I thought that would be really cool if I can actually be the first to create one, and create it around the community and what people actually want. It's not just like me doing that. I am doing some research on what people actually want, and then I'll see. So I don't think this really has anything on there, but the hand is definitely parented to some of the hair. Let me go inside the head, huh? Sounds weird, but it is where some of the stuff is parented. So there's nothing inside the head. So forearm, nothing on the head is parented. Select, yeah, nothing over there is parented. Let's do, that should be the other side. And nothing is parented, alright. And this shouldn't have anything parented either. It's just the hands that are really dragging stuff. I'm back on the shoulders, huh? No, it's a hand. That's pinky. Let's do a hand. Some multiple islands. Alright, I think we're good now. Let's go up to the head, which is right there in the search. Alright, and I forgot I colored it in burning red. And you see, we don't really have all of the hair selected, so let's click select and let's change brush to mix. We don't have that, and let's do screen add. Nope, mix is one we want. Mix. Alright, and select. Alright, set. So, can't really, I guess all we have, I guess really that would be the only thing I would need to do. And then, let's hope this works and actually does the way I want it to. And now, if we try to move the head, I'm pretty sure nothing, yeah, still moves the head in the other direction. Can't really, it's not we painted to the other thing, so that there's not really, a hair model is vertex groups. Yeah, no, it's modifiers, right? Vertex groups. So we have head. okay, I got this, huh? Alright, and now if we go to C and that is deselecting it, huh? Select, wait. Ooh, there we go, huh? Select all of the hair meshes without selecting that. And select all the hair mesh. Alright. And select all of the hair mesh. Yep. Trying not to there we go, and there we go. Now I can, spin around and select it. I'm gonna assign all of this to the head, and then I can weight paint it. Alright, that is probably why it wasn't working. Ooh. Alright, there we go. And that's probably why none of my weight painting attempts would work. This was all painted to the backs and other stuff, so. And select that. Alright, and select all of this and select it back, huh? And then there we go. Like some of the inside of the head is selected to other parts of the body, so we have to fix that. There we go, head selected, select that part. Okay, so this mesh wasn't really set up right. I mean, it was pretty well done, but the vertex points aren't set up right. So I shall fix that, and I may as well just, select I'll deselect that, so let me just keep the basis selected, huh? Alright, and there we go. I just gotta get all reselected, and there we go. Basis of you selected, huh? And I think that's all of that. Need to select. Now I gotta, select the bottom of the hair, huh? And I'm gonna go all the way up the hair. And I'm just gonna do the outside first. And not all of this is. What's already selected, huh? Ooh. There we go, yeah. That isn't selecting for some odd reason. Alright, and yeah, that isn't selecting for some odd reason. I'm hoping, it's not anything. Yeah, a lot of this isn't selecting while I'm just doing it, so I gotta select all of it one by one, which is a huge pain, but I mean, it becomes worth it in the end, huh? And there we go. And whoop. All selected, huh? And that's all selected. No, it's selected. Right, and then if I look at the bottom here, it should all be selected. Alright, and then, oh, that is not selected, huh? And you. Yep, you're not selected, huh? Alright, that's easy enough of that. And I gotta select all of the body. My mouse is not working right. Alright, let's deselect all the body. And there we go. Nope. And move you in. There we go. Move you in. Nope. Nope. Ooh. I know, this does not want to work right. You. And I think I got a lot more selected, so deselect you. And nope. And I gotta let some of the arms select, I think, or not. Some of the shoulder, I think, is selected. Maybe that works, huh? And I don't think I need the neck selected, do I? No, and then at least like the left arm side. I'm getting very sick. Just going through all of these, huh? Alright, and deselect you, and deselect you. That is the camera button, huh? Deselect you, and that should be everything. I'm going to try and see if anything else, guys. Lots of stuff that isn't selected, huh? Like that. Which I ended up selecting some arm again, so deselect you and deselect you. Alright, and you are selected. I think it's just nope, we're selected. Right, and it's all selected. Every other thing now. Go ahead and we click assign. Deselect. I think we got everything. So, alright, and deselect you, and there we go. Now click assign. Deselect, and you, right, and select you, and deselect, you, and click that. And click that. No, that'll be fine. Alright. Now, if we go to tab and we go to weight paint. No one's watching it. I don't think anyone's watching this, are they? Music is still playing, so that's good. Participants. Yep. We're all alone. Training 138. So we got limited time. No, wait, you selected everything. That makes my life a whole lot easier. Let's see how it all looks. So, push mode and click you and go to record tab. First, let's save and let's see work, huh? How is it selecting the hand model? Okay. Alright, well, we're not at up here yet. So let's go to first let's go to tab and parents got the hand selection. So we go select. How's it moving the hand? And L. Select. select and edit mode. Pinky. Alright. Select. Select. Why is it moving that? Not really has any of the hair selected. Now if I go up to head, select, and search. Wait to paint. Right now, do object mode and click calculate with audience. Alright, now if I go to H, and now I can do search. Nothing new. Alright, that should ultimately work. It's gonna take a minute. see how this went. Hopefully nothing is really messed up here from the last time we did it. Yeah, hair just does not want to work right. Yeah, the hair just does not want to work great. Let me see if the arm is, yeah, the arm, yeah. So I'm gonna create a new one, and I'm gonna try old legacy stuff. So to import FBX, that was all for nothing. I do want to get this character to work. I had plans for this character. I did some reading on the info. It's the most optimized character I could find. So, and plus, it's got the anime feel. So that's face. I really do want to get this character to work. So, desktop. Oh, there we go. And texture, face, and open. Paint. Which texture is going to open? Texture and body. For that, new image texture open, and is body. And ultimately we just have the shirt left. New image texture open, and texture, we got shirt. Alright, that should be all textured. Now let's try this one. Let's try this again. So let's go to auto rig, smart, get select objects. There we go. Let's try this the old fashioned way with original restraints, and see if that actually helps. I think the new restraints don't work that well. I mean, in most cases they do work well, but I mean, like, I hope the old ones are better. I haven't really, 1, 2, 3, 4, no. So 3, I've seen 3 spines seem to work better. Root up, straight spine. Where's root up? What does that do? I think it shows information. Override existing rig. And now if we click go. There we go. Alright, the rig is never gonna be straight. So if we do that, I think there's gotta be some kind of weight normal kind of setting in here. So if there is one, I'm gonna try to find it. If not, I'm gonna have to use old constraints. I knew I was gonna have problems with this rig. Most of all, this rig is gonna have most problems. Probably gonna have to come with more later on if I do find anything. Add limb. Ah! Oh my gosh, it's got presets. No way. No way it's got presets. Let's do that. It's got presets. Okay. Apparently it's got presets. That is something I did not know. Back and it's got presets. I did not know that. I should have thought of that before. I just created my own bones. Move you inwards and backwards. auto, so I have to select all of them. So you, right there, and out words, you, in, and down, and out. I think that would work, and put you down a bit. I'm not quite sure if that works, but are these really any other limbs that I really need? Ears? No. Tails, chains, spine, okay. If I got a tail, that would be cool. I like a cat girl outfit. That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna have to add that later on. Hint, I'm gonna add a cat girl outfit to her. Alright, that would be like a funny skit to have in a cutscene. That is giving me ideas. Alright. Just bring you forward, and then I think the knees are fine. Legs are fine. Elbows are fine. Swing the elbows in just a tiny bit. There we go. And into scale as your legacy. Open street. Alright, that's it. We're doing hold. And we do matched rig. I hope this works better. So this looks like the older one, and if I do that, NG, that should work right. I'm hoping it works right. And behind, yep. Alright, everything seems to be looking good. Biped, yep. And int secondary controllers. Bones, nope. Optimizers, no. Specials, nope. Skill fix. Right, and then start a queue. I don't think I do it in pose mode, but bind. No, pause mode didn't work. Right. Object mode and shift U and do bind. Oh. Yeah, nope. I think that's scale fix. Actually, that and do bind. Oh, what the hell? Alright, nope. Nope, that's probably restoring it, preserve volume. And let's try that. Let's, I hope that works, huh? Hair's kind of messed. Oh, no, the arms just turned into spaghetti. The arms turned into total spaghetti. Okay. Now I know whether it's so old constraints, old feet and arms. Let's do old constraints, aligns, old feet alignment, old spring. Let's do that, and let's do that. Alright, this should technically work, but I'm going to save this anyway. Desktop, we'll do random bunch of letters and just save it. To all the Northern boys and girls, if any girls watching, probably no one's watching me. Ooh, sure kind of did something weird. Um, her arms turned to spaghetti again. So that is probably the old constraints. Alright, last try. All or nothing. Bind. Ooh. I'm trying to spaghetti again. Alright, I think preserve volume is doing it. Probably what is doing it. Old constraints. Get rid of quaterniums. Skin. Let's get rid of preserve volume. Let's do skill fix. No. Alright, now let's. And it might be quaternium is doing it. Oh, I don't know. Oh, what the hell? Her arms just turned into complete twigs. This is what happens when you mess with rigs and stuff. Alright, definitely don't want the old constraints. Quaterniums. Alright, now. All or nothing. All or nothing. Time for 45th try. Probably need to preserve volume on there. Yep. Preserve volume. It does fix that show. Just split part. Let's not do split parts. Optum. And all or nothing. Nope, I don't have the skin selected, so that work? Okay, it might have worked. First, let's check the feet and see if it still do the same thing. Let's go to post mode. Select that and G. No, it didn't bind it. So, and that didn't bind it, so I gotta bind it again. Bind. Control tab. And no, I didn't bind it. Scale fix. Probably optimize high res. Do scale fix and tab. And we do file and save and do. Oop. No, I don't think that's working. Alright, maybe the binding process isn't working. So, I'm actually going to bind it with the original thing. So, to bind and with automatic weights. Ooh. Alright. Now, tab and that didn't work, huh? Alright, let's split parts. Voxelize. Find head weight. Twist with head weights. Improve heel weights. Specials now. Alright, let's try that. Maybe voxelized will work better. Turned her arms into spaghetti again. Did I do anything with the rig? There's no legacy settings. Probably what's doing it. Right, select you and you, and do skin and let's do bind. It should work now. Yeah, it still turns into spaghetti. Let's try type 2 in the box. Let's do 15. Let's hope that works. And let's let's do bind. Ooh, it didn't turn into spaghetti this time. That is a miracle. So, I hope it actually, did it this time. So, no, I didn't bind it. I failed. Alright, so heat map seems to be the only one that works. Oh, that's a thing. I did not see that in the last one. Alright, get rid of scale, fix, select you, and you. Wait, it's not rigged, is it? No. So I'm gonna try rigging it the old-fashioned way with Blender's rigging. Here, and let's do pose mode. Select all view and Control P. Automatic weights. Enter. Alright. That probably did not work, but no, it did not work, huh? Alright, we're just figure out the ways. Alright, then bind. Turned her into spaghetti again. I don't know what I changed in settings that's doing this. Turn in misc. Let's do clean scene. No, so we go to rig. And select the rig. There's no legacy. Into scale. Let's get rid of that. And let's go to skin and select you. And now you. And let's do bind. Now it still turns your arm into spaghetti. Smooth twist, right? Alright, now it might have been the twist that's doing it. So let's do bind. That made it even worse. Box wise. Might be in scale. Not box, let's do heat maps and that and that. And then Control P. Automatic weights. Alright, let's do scale fix and bind. So Control P and automatic weights, and it's probably failed. But if I click on U, click G, yeah, it doesn't work. No bind engine. Let's try voxel. Shun. then do heat map, and then let's do control, and let's do, let's be in pose mode when you bind, so let's try bind. Let me back into here. I don't think it worked, but it bind the reg to. Apparently that is pointed outwards, so new backwards and you and do G. Now it's opens forwards. U backwards and U and G and U bring U forwards. That goes backwards. Alright, it's weird. Now if I click U and U, when I bring both U forwards, this is getting weird. And now you move right. And then select U, G, and you move right. I hope the legs aren't really, no, mixing up, that moves right. Alright, U and R, you move right, huh? Snack. Alright, let's select all of you, go into object mode and control P and do automates. No. Heat maps. Improve hit waves. Please select all of you and select you. And that, and go. And do bind. Apparently it worked. Now it worked. So no. Yeah, that messes everything up, huh? You and move you back, yeah. That apparently works now, and if I do G, alright, no, I'm going with the default settings. I'm gonna do a little bit of cheating here, to do this a little bit faster, so we can get cutscenes and all that other stuff. So I ain't gonna use that for now until I figure that out. So we're just gonna import, we're gonna kind of use both of the things I have for animating. And end the stream very soon. I just want to get this right. So assets and view and import. So last time I'm gonna fix these textures. If this doesn't work, then I gotta use a different model. The planes I have are gonna find a different one. Alright, let's go. Anyone watching, is there? At least someone, but I don't know. Hello, I can't really read what you are saying. And let's go to texture, face, I think it was. There we are. That is a shirt. This image, texture, open, texture, and that is shirt, pants. open, texture, paints, and lastly we have body. Image texture, open, and texture and body. Alright. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to Auto Rig Pro, Smart, and get select objects, full body. We're gonna look cheat sheet here. Alright, add chin, add shoulders. Don't do cheat sheet. So I may not know what I'm doing, but I'll use my animator knowledge. Spine root, add ankles. Alright. That should be everything. Spine will add 3 and enter. Alright, and then we'll do go. Alright. Now, what I'm gonna do a little thing. I like to call it special. I think you were supposed to do the binding. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I think you're supposed to do the binding before you add the rig is what I think you're supposed to do, which is probably why it's messing up. I'm gonna figure that out before I do it, and I have to rig this all over again. So move that right there. Definitely gonna move this so it does that right, and you outwards, and nope, add limb, and you know what? Let's do this. All right. Now if we go to skin. Actually, you know what? I didn't have to do that. Let's go to tab. Now we got that, and we select that, and that, and let's go to pose mode, and we select all you, and do Control P, and with automatic weights. Probably won't work. So if we do that, and we go to edit mode, object mode, we select you, and we do skill effects. We do bind. It should ultimately bind the body to the rig, which it didn't. I don't know why this is messing up so badly. If we all of you enter the object, select you, and select the rig, and we go to pose mode, review, and do Control P with automatic weights, and do that, and it's not doing that, so I don't know if we need to, no. Oh, and Control P, automatic weights. I don't know what is going on. Open strings and selectors. Okay. Right, and then let's select all you. Tab, and then rig, and then we go to skin, and then bind. Should ultimately rig it. It's not really working. Update armature. what I could do. So I'm going to let's try this one more time. Match the rig. Wait a minute, what? No, it didn't work. Alright, another problem. So I'm gonna go to Mixmo. Let's try that. Let's just do that, 'cause I'm just not gonna mess with this tonight. I'm not gonna mess with this tonight. Oh, logged me out. Just to log in and sign in with Google. Just do my basic account. All right. There we go. What model that happened here before? Here's where I'll get my animations if it's uploaded. I don't think I have a character in here before, did I? No, it didn't save it. So let's do click for the file, desktop, assets, get BJ. This should ultimately work. I'm pretty sure. Should be better than, trying to figure that out for the last 5 minutes that I have on stream, so. Alright, seems to work well. Alright, now next, chin. This is how I used to do it before I had AutoRig Pro for my animation. Usually I find either a rigged one or I would do this to make my animations. Move that up a bit up. Alright. This is what I do to get my animation stuff before I had it. And you'll see what I'm going to do. I tried to do it a different way, but it didn't work. So, takes a minute. Hopefully there's no complications in weight painting. It worked perfectly. Now I'm going to download that. Load. That. Alright, so I got one for Unity and Ooh, it's hurting. And put you right there. Now, if I open up this, I can install plugins. Edit, preferences, install desktop. And that wasn't it. Install. Bean stuff anime. Not Auto Pro. Nope. Models. Nope. Textures. Add-ons. I should have it. Face rigger. No. Effects. Nope. Files. Nope. hold on a second, I gotta re-download it. Maybe I have it installed on here already. So if I go to, and I go to enabled add-ons, I do auto reg. No, I don't have it installed. All right, give me 1 second here as I go download it. All right, Alright, I have it downloaded. So, alright, let's do that and install. Let's do downloads, and it should. Nope. Aha! There we go. Do auto. Ah, here we go. There we go. And now, all right, now file import file import fbx. Go to desktop, and we do that and input. If all goes well here, all right, and what I'm looking at, view, there we go. All right, now if we select that and going to pose mode here and go to view, that's all normal. And if we do F3 and we do auto, this is what I used to do, should all be in there, I hope. Clean, add custom bones. Alright. It didn't cool. Oh, okay. Now if I do F3 and I do scale bone shapes and I start scrolling and bring you up right about there, and I do F8 and enter. That should ultimately work. Then I select you and go to tab, and I do some editing here. Select you and do bring you downwards. It's a little bit editing you have to do with these. Bring you downwards and bring you downwards. You will be fine. Let's bring the bones into the actual hand, or maybe they're actually in the hand already. Okay, my her, and then do F3, and then enter. Nope. And if I select hue, let's see if this all works. If this is any better, it might just be the model. And G. Right, and select that. No, I don't think the original bone was scaled. Enter and select. Enter and unnamed and draw. And unnamed and then enter. Control P. Tab. Enter. Node and enter and control P. We'll do it with automatic weights. This is really not coming well. And do armature and select armature. Nope. Armature and armature. And control P and envelope whips. Yeah, it's messed up either way. So we'll figure this out next stream. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to go and check out my other